Hello everyone, welcome to today's worship. Well, it's another Thursday, so it's time for us to look at the work that some children have been doing both in school and out of school. So let's get started. There's some fantastic artwork, there's some fantastic history, and there's some super videos, something for everyone to enjoy. But we'll start with our words. Peace be with you, and also with you. We light this candle to remind us that God is with us and his light shines on us. Something we all still need to remember. So, let's start in the Airedale Bishopdale bubble. We've got two sets of number work from Annabelle and Jasmine. Annabelle was looking at the different ways of making 7. And she very cleverly got out some pencils and 2 plates. So she was able to make some part holes. She started off with 7 add 0 equals 7. And she worked her way through some. She found 4. I wonder if you could think of any more. Are there any more? Jasmine, well, she took the number 7 and carefully divided it into 7 different colours. A rainbow has 7 colours, and so does Jasmine's number 7. And it was beautifully coloured, so well done. Both James and Lily in the Airedale and Bishopdale bubble were asked to respond to a royal picnic. I've never been to a royal picnic, but if I think I did, I'd need an invitation that I can see James has written. I'd need a crown, and I'd want something to eat. And I can see that Lily has been busy writing and baking as well. So well done to both of you. I hope your picnic went well. Now, Alexander, in the Nidderdale Swelldale bubble, is going to tell us a little bit more about ancient Egypt. He's created for us a wonderful video in which he takes his own puppy back in time. See what you learn as you listen to Alexander's guide.
Max, what do you want to do now? I want to go back to ancient Egypt. Now we're going back to ancient Egypt. I can't wait. This is Peloko the god. This is Jessie the high priestess. Here we meet the pharaoh, Areki. And look! Who's this? The evil robber, Salakar, and he's brought his evil snake. The snake is attacking! Now we've taken over, we can steal the treasure. Ah, what happens if I push this button? Snakes and scorpions. Now I've got the treasure. I'm rich. There must be more treasure than this. Where shall I go next? Ah! The evil Salakar met his doom. But the snake still ruled. What shall we do? We will call upon our ancestor Ra'ulkan. Ra'ulkan, we call upon you. Awaken! Here I am. I am Ra'ulkan! Mummy! Help me! And now the pyramid is safe. Now we're back at the pyramid. Thank you, ancestor. And they all lived happily ever after. Oh, did they?
Alexander, that was amazing. It had drama, it had sound effects, it had lighting, it had a twist in the tale with good guys and bad guys. Do you know, Alexander, I really miss going to the pictures, but I think I might sit down and watch that again afterwards with some popcorn. That was absolutely amazing. Now, Cameron's been making something to do with the Jewish religion. And I was going to tell you about it, but then I thought it might be better if Cameron himself told you about it. So over to you, Cameron.
This is my mezuzah, and this is the Star of David, and this is the menorah, and inside it is the Shema,
Well done, Cameron. You learnt some important Hebrew words there. Fantastic, mezuzah. Well done. Now, Juliet, William and Louis have been telling a tale that's not from ancient Greece and isn't from the Jewish religion, but is an ancient Greek myth. Did I say ancient Egypt? I think I might have done. It's the story of Icarus. I wonder if you know what happens to Icarus. Well, if you look at the cartoon strips you've got there from Juliet, William and Louis, you'll see that Icarus was a boy who wanted to escape by flying into the air, and he made his own wings out of feathers and wax. But he didn't listen to his father's advice, and he flew too near the sun. Making your own comic strip is a really good way of telling a tale, and I can see that Juliet, William and Louis have put some real attention to detail in there, so well done. Now, Tuesday was Internet Safety Day, and I know a lot of you did some work on that, whether you were at home or at school. And Ellie, in the Coverdale bubble, well, Ellie has made her own online safety poster with those 4 key points. Think, question, check, and check again. Check before you believe, and always ask an adult first. Better be safe than sorry. Ellie, that's a fantastic poster. Hope you can keep it, and we'll put it up in school when you come back. Now, on Wednesday, some of the children in Coverdale who were working from home, they had a live cook-along with the team from Funky Foods. And the thing they were making was spring rolls. I do like a spring roll. And if you look there closely, you'll see the results of their spring rolls. If you also look closely, the only person who hasn't made any is Mrs. Crizel, so I'll have to wait for her to make some for me. They all look absolutely delicious, so well done, Coverdale. And finally, I've got a poem from someone from Coverdale class that I've been saving for this worship time. It's a fantastic poem that's been written by Jensen. It's all about how we can feel sometimes in the pandemic. And I think Jensen has captured it brilliantly, so I'm going to read it to you now. Life doesn't frighten me, pandemic. Stuck at home all alone, doom and gloom. Life doesn't frighten me, pandemic. We follow the rules, saving lives, we can do this. Life doesn't frighten me, pandemic. One day soon the sun will come, life will begin again. Life doesn't frighten me, pandemic. To see my family, to meet my friends, go out and play. Life doesn't frighten me. What an absolutely amazing poem, Jensen. I'm certainly going to put that up in my office so I can read it every day. It'll keep me going till we see everyone back at school. Life doesn't frighten me. Now, Sophie May and a lot of the children in the Wharf and Wensleydale bubble have been learning about a very special train. A train that was called the Kindertransport. And it was a journey that took place before the Second World War, when lots of Jewish children were helped to escape Germany and come to safety in this country on a very special train. What I really like, Sophie May, is the way that you've presented your information there. You've obviously taken a great deal of time over it, and I enjoyed sitting and reading it. It's a fantastic story of hope and kindness, and if you don't know what it is, find out a little bit more yourself. So it's time for us to share our school prayer. Let's do it together. Dear God, thank you for the friendly people in our school and the wonderful environment where we learn and play. We're sorry if we have not shown each other respect or if we have not always been honest. Please help us to keep safe and to try our best in everything we do. We love our school. Amen. So may the light of God shine from us and the peace of God be with us always. Amen. We go into the world to walk in God's light, to rejoice in God's love, and to reflect God's glory. Amen. And whatever you are doing this half term, do it safely, take a rest, and we'll see you after half term. As always, we're going to end with some music, a time to be quiet and think about something you've enjoyed and succeeded in this week. The picture is of a field of lavender. It's a very strong smelling plant, and it always reminds me of the summer when the lavenders bloom. You can see the sun setting. I think I saw the sun for the first time on Wednesday of this week as it came out between the snow showers. and it reminded me of this piece of music and of warmer, happier days to come. So, wherever you are, sit quietly for a moment, click on the link, and think about the things that you've done well this week. Goodbye, everyone.